y'all, Emily here from The Way We Hunt. We are going to be making you another recipe today. If you notice, the background looks a little different than where we were yesterday. That's because our bear hunt got cut short due to a national forest fire up in Quebec, Canada near Val d'Or, and we had to leave. What is nice though is that the owners of Two Hats in Big Rapids, Michigan were nice enough to let us come and stay last night, and we're gonna stay again tonight so that we could bring you this recipe and we didn't have to drive the 30 hours straight back home to Oklahoma. It was only like a 12.5-hour drive and then another 14 back to Oklahoma, which is not terrible. But today I'm going to bring you a bear taco recipe that we are gonna use a shoulder from my bear from last year at the same place in Northern Outfitters in Val d'Or, Canada. I have already gone ahead and trimmed up the shoulder. I took a little bit of the extra fat that was still on it and I took the silver skin off of it. But let's get over to the RecTech and I'll show you the first step on making your bear shoulder tacos. Normally what we would do in preparing these is use a mustard base before we put our seasonings on, but we can't find any mustard and we didn't think ahead to buy mustard, so we're gonna use some ranch dressing. Never used it before, but literally all we need the mustard for is a binder, and essentially mustard is like mayo and you can use that as a binder, so we're gonna see what happens. And you can literally never go wrong with ranch, am I right? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this ranch, squeeze it all over the bear shoulder on both sides, rub it in, and then I'm going to take our musket powder seasoning. For today's recipe, we are gonna use the brown label and we are going to use the red label. The red label is a little spicier, has like a Cajun style flavor to it, and the brown label is more of like a barbecue style flavor. So we're gonna mix those two together and we're gonna make our tacos. All right, now we're just gonna season it. What's great about musket powder seasoning, like I've said in one of our other recipe videos, the hanky panky recipe, if you haven't seen that, that one's at bear camp. Maybe it's on this video, maybe it's a separate video, I don't know. I don't do the editing, so if it's not, go watch it, but if it is, oh, you already watched it, yay! Anyway, you can't really overdo the musket powder seasonings because their first ingredient, I don't know if you'll be able to see on here, this one's first ingredient is sugar. I mean, can you overdo sugar? No. But these are coffee-based seasonings, not salt-based. And the red one, the first ingredient is brown sugar. Oh. So I'm gonna take some of that, sprinkle over the top. Make sure, get that all patted in. More of the brown sugar, because I'm definitely a fan of barbecue or tacos with brown sugar. All right. And that's literally the very first step that you're gonna do in making your tacos. The RecTech is gonna be set on low. We're going to smoke this for about 4-ish hours or until our heart desires. And then we'll pull it out and we'll get our next ingredients and show you how to finish this product. But right now, all we gotta do is put it in the RecTech. All right, well that's it. We'll see you guys in about 4 hours. We're gonna take our guys and we're gonna do a tour of the ranch and we're gonna see a bunch of big deer and some longhorns. So we'll be eating after a bit. So it's been about 4 hours. Our meat has smoked. Now it's time for the main ingredients to go into it. We already diced up the bell peppers and the onions. I did 2 small white onions and 3 bell peppers, all different colors. So you got, you know, your orange, red, and yellow. And then what I'm gonna do is take this really sad can of what was, well still is, chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. We bought this in Stillwater, Oklahoma. It went with us to Val d'Or, Quebec. It went with us to Northern Outfitters, and now it's in Big Rapids, Michigan at Two Hats. And this is what happens when you travel for 4-ish days in an ice chest with water. You lose your label. And then top it off with a dark beer. We chose an Irish stout, Guinness. We might need 2, might need 1. We're gonna find out. It's really simple. All you're doing is just throwing all your ingredients in and spreading it around. Because everything at the end is gonna get diced up or shredded anyway. So just rough cuts of everything. Doesn't have to be perfect, which is great because I'm not perfect at slicing vegetables. Any of our chef friends can attest to that. Ryan can attest to that. And since I'm a big wimp, we're only going to do 1 can of adobo peppers, or chipotle peppers and adobo sauce. Put those up here on top. They smell good, but they're just hateful. Take my Guinness. This is probably going to fizz pretty well. And our pan is big enough. I don't know. I'm going to have to get with a second opinion for the cameraman, but I think we probably need another beer. Or I'm just going to make the executive decision and I'm going to add a little bit more in. Like that. And then drink the rest because it can't go to waste, right? And last but not least, we're going to take some foil and we're going to tightly wrap it over the top, throw it back in the Rectech. We're going to jump the temperature up to 300 degrees, cook it for about 4 more hours or until it comes to a safe cooking temperature. You want to get your foil as tight as possible without as much air in it. We don't want air getting in because you're essentially braising it at this point. So as tight as the foil that you can get. If you got a longer roll of foil, which we do, but the box kind of looks like the adobo peppers, the chipotle peppers, because I can't remember what they're called clearly. And we don't have the box anymore, and it's a pain in the butt. So we're going to use this, and this is fine. This is perfect. And now we're going to throw it on the Rectech. And we'll see y'all in 4 showers. This is gonna be so freaking good. I'm so excited. All right, so about 30 minutes ago, we went ahead and pulled it out and we shredded all the meat and we mixed it all in with the fluid that it created, plus the Guinness, of course. And we let it sit for another 30 minutes and now we're gonna take it out and we're gonna let it cool, but we want you to see what this looks like because it looks fantastic. Look at that steam coming off of this. And that's where it's at, boys and girls. All right, so it is extremely hot right now. We're gonna let it sit. We're gonna make some appetizers, some bacon wrapped pickles. And when we come back, we're gonna actually have Ricky try this since he is the guest of honor for this trip instead of me. So you get to see a more beautiful face on camera. We'll see you here in a few. So we have our finished product. We got, it's supposed to be tacos. We don't have tacos. We have a tortilla. Apparently the Hispanic dude that's gonna eat this says this is a burrito and not a taco. But anyway, we've got our shredded bear meat with all of our vegetables, onions, chipotle peppers and adobo sauce all mixed in. We got cheese on top, sour cream, and some sriracha something or other. I'm not eating it because this is gonna be really spicy, but Ricky is gonna try it and let y'all know how it turned out.
All right, thank you.
Know how to roll a burrito.
Amazing taste.
Is it acceptable?
This is amazing. The meat melts. The flavoring is incredible. Well done.
Thanks.
Well done.
All right, y'all. Well, we appreciate you. Thank you for taking this ride with us. If you haven't already, like, subscribe, comment. Let us know if you made this recipe, what you think about it. And we'll see y'all next time. We're out.